Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Simple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you survived not having CWS last night or Stanley Cup Finals. I know Sip was trying to find some things to watch. You sent me some sports topics.
Were you watching sports last night?
He sent me some. He was watching You sent me some NBA trade updates. You were all over it last night.
We'll get on that.
We will get to that.
And I know what you guys are going to do.
What?
What?
You're going to
We're going to push back.
go into the Super Saver line.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't chitchat.
Did it happen?
Yeah. No, you're going to go. You're going to go. Oh, how about the light show?
Yeah.
Oh, quite a light show last night. And if you're inappropriate, I thought about this. Would it be inappropriate to say, "Hey, where were you for the light show?"
No, I don't think so.
Is that all right?
I think so.
Is that all right?
I think you're in the clear there.
I think you're in the clear there.
Jake's sort of the arbiter of good taste.
I think
Could
you're in the clear.
someone text in with the timeline? I'd like to know a timeline because I took Sugar out at 3 a.m. and it was raining pretty good.
Did you see the group chat?
I've been
morning?
up at 3 a.m. I've been up since 3.
Look, he sent a chat at 3:35 this morning. We had a text from Bill at 3:35 a.m. in the group chat.
Yes. I was awake. I was wide awake. I haven't been back to bed yet. But it was.
You didn't go back to bed.
No. So it started to
get the timestamp on that.
The lightning started around what time? 10:30, 11?
I went to bed about 10:30. I heard thunder rolling in, and I was asleep after that. So I missed the entire thing.
Oh, you did.
I missed the light show and the actual storm. I heard the thunder coming in, though.
So what are you saying at 3 o'clock? Was it over?
No, it was raining pretty good. Just a very nice.
I can't identify when
rain.
the light show was. I just got up.
I'd like to know how much rain we got. I'd like to know that. It was
I couldn't find the report this morning on that.
It was a nice shower.
Yeah, and there was a light show. I know that there was a light show. One other thing. The keeper of the cup. The keeper of the cup. You guys are talking about the keeper of the Stanley Cup.
Yes,
the guy who was polishing it and the white hair.
Yeah,
and the goofy look on his face.
He was very happy. He was very happy.
That's his job, and his name is Phil Pritchard.
Oh, okay. Phil Pritchard. Yeah, okay, we got a name.
The keeper of the cup. They have it's his job. It'd be a great job.
Be a great job.
Yeah, imagine. I mean, it'd be boring, but kind of boring.
I don't know. But you got to go to every Stanley Cup game, so the cup goes a lot of places. Yeah,
yeah. So there's that
constant polishing.
And by the way,
I could apply for it because I have free time, so I could be.
You'd be good at it.
I'd be available.
You'd be good.
I think that'd be kind of fun with. Where's Busch at? He's in Montreal.
No, it'd be.
You guys got the cup,
and it's not. I imagine it's. You've probably got to take it around during the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you should. Yeah.
You got to
showcase it at different games.
The cup should have a keeper. It's fascinating if you think about it. Not every trophy has a keeper. In fact, there might be only one.
That's why it's the best trophy in sports. The best.
You've maintained that for years.
Craig, if you're listening, let us know.
He's listening.
Do you get so if you win it this year, just like Florida won it and like my Vegas team won it last year.
The Golden
Knights.
The
Golden Knights.
Do they get to keep a replica of it?
Because don't they have to? There's in the trophy case in the arena.
So I'm like, all of a sudden, if you've won like the Oilers have won like whatever number of them, you go there to the trophy case and it's empty because they don't have it anymore. It's a traveling trophy. But is there a replica that you keep at your location?
I have always wondered that, saying, you just give the cup back and that's it. You had it for 1 year.
Do you engrave the names on the replica too? I suppose you had.
I would think you would.
Yeah.
I also think it'd be really cool if you didn't have the trophy. It's like, no, you want the trophy? Be better. Be better. That's how you keep it. Try that one out. I think it'd be awesome if you only kept the trophy for the year that you had, whenever you had it. That would be really cool.
No plaque at all.
No, nothing.
No,
nothing.
No banner.
Nothing.
Just the cup and move on.
If you won the cup, you think you'd care? You wouldn't care. No, I won the cup. Was there a trophy here? No, but that doesn't matter. Look at my picture.
The trophy, though.
We had the trophy.
Look at these times we had with that
Look at the
sucker.
pictures right here. We have pictures.
There is a response.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. From Greg?
Small.
Greg's back? Okay.
Yeah, there's a small 12-inch one for each player.
Okay, but is there a major one?
The team doesn't get to keep one?
Does the team get to keep one?
I don't know that.
Yeah. Greg, please do some research and let us know.
Yeah, I think he's.
We would ask Ben, but he might not be with us yet.
Snoring.
He's
here.
over there. He's here.
He's here.
I'm joking, Ben. Ben's here.
Ben is in the building.
We acknowledged Ben. Ben is here.
We have a new handshake, don't we, Ben? That we do.
I love that.
You gave him a bruise in the back.
Yeah, you were very aggressive. You're kind of a football coach aggressive with him. Tone it down a little
Ben's
bit.
not a football player.
Well, the other thing is on Idle Chit Chat yesterday, the Braves, you talked about the Braves and where they moved from. And you were correct. They moved from Milwaukee, but before Milwaukee, they were in Boston. So I wasn't far off.
You guessed Boston on that one? Okay.
Yeah.
And that would still almost count. We didn't even say it in what order.
Controversy.
We didn't.
I
You didn't
said
say.
I didn't say
in what order.
I said where they-
Controversy.
Never once did you say it.
It said where they moved to in 1966 from. So specific on the
Okay.
year.
All right, I'll go back to that.
All right.
Yeah, we can
He's fine.
I'm gonna
review
push
the
back
tape.
still.
Review
No,
the
I think
tape
you
on
covered
that
How much
one.
rain we get?
I'm seeing a response here. Mark and Eagle, just east of Lincoln, says they got 1 1/4 inch.
That's
last
pretty
night.
good. Wow, that's a nice rain.
And several people saying that the light show is from about 1 to 4 a.m.
There you go.
1 to 4 a.m.
Has a light show.
Did you see I missed the light
Somehow
show.
you're making it erotic, and I don't know if that. I just don't know if that's
Joe Erotic.
Joe
I am
Erotic.
Joe Erotic.
Joe Erotic. Incredible show.
I'm not making it erotic. I'm not.
How about the light
Well,
show?
how about the light
We're
show?
going for the light show.
I know that's what you're going to say in line. Hey, did you see the light show?
Someone's saying that they receive a 2-foot replica of the trophy with all the players and coaches' names engraved.
A 2-foot replica.
But that's
Is that
player.
the individual one? Or is that the
must
actual
be
one?
the
for the
individual one?
That strikes me as a cheap knockoff.
It kind of does. It really does.
That's all we can do.
That's all you got? Is it plastic? 2 feet? Is it plastic?
Don't bother.
It's flimsy.
Yeah,
Come on.
I got a picture. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a picture with the real thing.
Yeah.
That'd be better.
And he took the trophy to the ocean, bottom of a pool, to different nightclubs.
Phil Pritchard is that
Phil
guy
Pritchard.
you saw that Bill referenced yesterday.
Polishing the trophy with a goofy smile.
Yes.
Yeah. Phil Pritchard, he's been the keeper for years.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know that's his only job.
I hope it is.
I hope
I
it
hope
is.
that it is.
I mean, it'd be interesting.
Summer's off.
Yeah. You don't got to, I don't know. You don't have to really update yourself. Like, our friend at Computer Hardware would have to continually update.
Yes.
Trip would have to continually update, get changes in the industry. There's no changes in the industry.
Nothing. Nothing.
You just got to.
What are you Googling? Nothing. Places
Now,
to go fishing.
But how long does the keeper, or how long does the team have the trophy for? Like, is it when the first game starts, regular season, he goes back to the keeper to watch over it?
Well, these would be questions for Phil Pritchard. I
You
don't
need to talk to Phil.
Right,
I'm
well,
going to say right now we have a chance to get him on. I don't
know why we would.
I don't think Pritchard is really backed up on interviews.
I would not think.
I would not think he's like. Well, I'd love to get to you guys, but
Ben,
I'm booked up.
Ben, just Google Phil Pritchard.
And we need to send him a message on Twitter.
He might have a website.
Yeah, there's a way we can reach him.
Did you guess the age of this guy? I didn't see him.
Mid-60s,
Mid-60s.
something like that.
I think Bill's right because Greg referenced gray in his hair, so he's probably over 40. I don't know. I saw him. I would not have. I got to admit, I would not have guessed 60. I would have probably stayed in the 50s.
I'm going to guess 62. I'm going 62.
This is idle chit chat.
We are. How old is Bill?
The keeper of the
cup.
It's important to
This
know.
is the definition of idle
It's
chit chat.
important to guess his age. We have to know.
It's not like we don't have sports to talk
We
about.
do have sports.
We do have sports.
We
have some sports.
A lot of sports.
I was texted by Steve Sipple last night regarding a trade. I knew about this, but in the NBA.
Now, Bill may not care about
Well, this is quickly. This idle chit chat.
Just quickly.
There's 4 players now from the championship team from Villanova that are on the New York Knicks. Mikal Bridges gets traded from the Nets to the Knicks last night. They have 4 players from the championship
That's
roster
incredible.
they had that are on the Knicks roster. A team that was close to going to the finals. Or they were in the conference finals.
Those
this
guys
year.
won a championship.
They won a championship together. Jay Wright has to be very proud right now. Very proud to see 4 players in the same team.
Talk about recruiting. How was your team? Well, I got 4 players off there. They're starting it in the NBA
On the same
team. Well, that's pretty good.
Jalen Brunson.
Yep. Very
Dante DiVincenzo.
Mhm.
Josh Hart. And now Bridges. Bill, sometimes, just so you understand, I was texting on our group text, and I sent a couple others to Jake.
I get left out.
No,
a lot. It's okay.
No,
It's okay. I knew that. That's why it's early break with Sip and Jake. I know. The 2.5 leg stool.
I'm trying to
address it.
Yeah.
Address it.
There's some things that you just would not be interested in. And there's some inappropriate things I wouldn't even want you to see. So
that's probably better.
That's why we have an individual chat.
Right. Jake can be wildly inappropriate. So I just choose to keep that separate.
I'm
matter.
okay with that.
Okay, thank you. And the NBA thing was just, I don't know how that came up.
It was random. I was not watching sports, and you texted me a sports thing. So I was like, wow, I was proud of you.
Sports.
So, four Nova players now on the Knicks.
That's impressive.
Okay, that's interesting.
The other news of the day, we'll get to the EA Sports in a second.
What do we do with
was we have the audio from Monday. Let's go back to Monday when Texas A&M lost to Tennessee 6-5 in the TWS final in Omaha.
Let's hear some audio.
Jim Schlossnagle was asked the question.
Coach.
There was rumors about maybe, hey, with Texas firing David Pierce, which we mentioned yesterday, the 8-year coach, there's rumors that Chris Del Conte, CDC.
CDC.
Would you possibly be interested in that job? Here is the question from Monday with Jim's answer. Here we go.
Coach, with respect to the difficult outcome tonight, but with the rumors circulating today about a specific job opening, what do you have to say about your future in Aggieland?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you. But I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again, and that hasn't changed in my mind. That's unfair to talk about something like that. That'd be like you asking Montgomery if he's going to sign in the draft. But I understand you got to ask the question, but I gave up a big part of my life to come take this job, and I've poured every ounce of my soul in this job, and I've given this job every single ounce I can possibly give it. Let's write that.
Okay, so he was a little pissed on Monday, but guess what? He took the Texas job yesterday.
19
after
hours.
all
19
of
hours.
that.
So,
after all that, he leaves.
Steve Sipple taught us something that was incredible. Ben, take note. And I'm not jacking around with this. This is true.
Okay.
Because, I said something to you guys. I go, why would he ask the question when we know the answer, or know that how it's going to be received?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because he asked the question, now there's pure gold.
Right.
And he now is a hero. He was and now he is, because the storyline has been, you went ahead and you berated this reporter.
Yes.
And then 12 hours later, you're on a different job, the one he asked you about.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the name of the report.
He looks absolutely brilliant.
Richard Zane.
Richard Zane, correct. Yep.
Richard Zane.
Have you ever been in that spot before, Steve? Something like that, where all of a sudden you kind of got you took some
I'm
heat
sure
from somewhere. Then all of a sudden the next day it's like, how'd you like that?
I can't remember an exact instance, but I'm glad you raised that. It is Richard Zane. He works for Tex Ags, which is, I'd say, the rough equivalent of Husker Online. Yeah. So yeah, and there are people that are calling for Schlossnagle to apologize for insulting him. I don't know that an apology is needed, but yeah, it was fine to ask the question, obviously, because now you do have pure gold. Schlossnagle, I don't know what to make of him. Like, what?
Well, I have a hard time with one thing to start off with. He left his family. He went from Fort Worth to College Station. That's like going from Omaha to Lincoln. So it's not. It's
being a little dramatic.
Yeah. I left my family. I can drive there in an hour. But
you didn't go. You didn't go to Australia.
You're not in Maine,
right?
It's not. You went from.
You didn't even go to Louisiana.
No, you went same state,
right?
And it's not that far. Just so you know, it's not that far.
Phil in a media setting might be gold. Just so you know, it's not that far. Where are they?
You're home on the weekends.
Yeah. You probably want to be gone from your wife.
Yeah.
Stop playing hero ball here.
Home every weekend, Jim.
It's not. Live in the suburbs of Fort Worth.
The other thing that needs to be addressed is, now, I don't want to. Trev Alberts comes out of this looking like a B teamer. JV stuff. He got hammered by Del Conte. Del Conte came in and robbed him just came in.
Talk about a flex.
Oh, it's a who?
I mean,
I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh my God, he hired him probably on the day they played for the championship. Before the game. He took his rival.
Yeah, it's not like he didn't all of a sudden wake up the next day and go like, I didn't know that job was open. Are you kidding me?
No.
CDC, what's going on up there?
CDC big flex.
Yeah.
Chris Del Conte.
Boom.
Chris Del Conte.
We talked yesterday. Most likely, when you fire the man, you have a man.
Yeah, that's the thing. People don't understand. On Monday, it was probably already done.
Before the game.
Before the game.
He's playing for a title.
It'll
the
never
first ever in the history of A&M. He's like, I'm going somewhere else after that, no matter
it'll
what.
never
win or
be
lose.
proven, but there's just no way that there's not some sort of like, at least like, yeah, we'll talk after the game. Yeah, it's not like there was no hard no, obviously.
Now, and some people would say, in defense of Trev, how does he keep that from happening? He might not be able to, but at the very least, it's just a bad look. I can imagine Del Conte saying, who is the AD at A&M? Who are we dealing with? Oh, yeah, we're not dealing with anybody.
We have our own network.
Well, they don't anymore.
Don't anymore.
It's
But
closed
they did.
down. They did.
That was
Yeah,
they had their own network.
Yeah,
It
A&M.
affected a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, A&M's, they have that little brother tag, little brother to UT, and there it is, little brother. I mean, that's what happens to little brother.
You make the title game, and you get robbed your head coach to go to
The coach
Big
is
Brother.
gone.
He's gone to Texas.
Yeah, and it's not good. I mean, message boards are hot. They're mostly hard on Schlossnagle, but there's some Trev's got some heat.
There is a lot of really, really funny stuff. I mean, if you want to dig deep and you want to laugh, I'm talking about
It's rough.
It's rough. It's a little bit. It's not PG, and sometimes
No,
it'll make you laugh out loud. You'll LOL because we sent the stuff back and forth to each other last night, where I about peed my pants.
it's super funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Schloss? I took the job at A&M to never take another job in my life. Okay.
And he's gone in less than 24 hours from then.
Yeah. So there
Come
you
on,
go.
Schloss.
Yeah. So Texas A&M has had it rough because now I want to defend Jimbo. He was 4 games over 500. Jimbo got the largest payout in the history of college sports. He got the largest payout in the history of college sports. And I want to just say that he was 19-15 at Texas
Over
A&M.
500.
So,
well,
okay.
Great.
What
a job,
There was a
Jimbo.
lot of people excited when they hired Jimbo Buzz, what's his last name? The basketball coach.
Oh,
Jake. Look
Williams.
at me. Oh my God.
Buzz
3
Williams.
heads.
Buzz Williams,
yeah,
right?
Is it Buzz
Yeah,
Williams?
he used to wear a vest.
He used to be at.
He's won one NCAA tournament game.
Yeah.
And now they had that big triumvirate, as Jake would say, Jimbo, Buzz, and Schloss. Jimbo's gone. Buzz has won one NCAA tournament game, and Schloss is gone too now. Now, Schloss did well there. He got him to the finals.
To the tournament twice, right? To the CWS.
I think so.
I think that's correct.
Got him there twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's moving on to Texas, moving to Austin.
That is, and now that they're back, obviously both in the same conference, that is a heated rivalry. And this really added to it. Sometimes baseball doesn't add as much. Oh, this added to it.
Absolutely.
This added to it like
Oh,
beyond
yes, it did.
belief. Like
It did.
beyond belief.
Oh my God, the haters is incredible.
I
And
mean,
what Texas
the Texas whatever fans / whatever, they've all got a bunch of Aggie friends. They're texting them all night. Just all night long.
All over them.
All over them.
Yeah, I mean, what Texas did was diabolical. That was diabolical. I mean, Chris Del Conte, hello.
If you are a coach in a position like Schlossnagle coming up, where you have taken a job but you can't say it out loud, and you're asked the question in post game,
happens.
What's the proper response? He's getting torn apart, and we're laughing right now because it's hilarious how he responded. But
here's
what
you
is
don't
the proper response, though?
The proper response, what you don't do is be so emphatic about it. Why was
you can't say no comment?
I would counsel the coach, don't be emphatic and don't be obnoxious.
He was both of those.
Just try to hit it down the middle of the fairway on this one.
I've been through a lot. I'm exhausted from this game. Our kids played their tails off.
Texas A&M's coach.
I'm Texas A&M's coach, and when you go, and then also,
and you are at that point,
and at the same time, you wonder, and I would imagine so that's where the veteran of a Keith Mann would come in before you, because he wasn't the first person up. You don't talk to the losing manager immediately. It's like you want to grab him as a sports information. Hey, listen. There could be a couple tough. There's gonna be a couple tough questions coming.
Yeah.
Have a plan in your head of what's coming. This is coming. This is going to come in this press conference. It's going to be brought up. So have a plan.
Yeah, for sure. On this one, I just say don't be obnoxious. He was obnoxious. I mean, that was obnoxious. I don't know that he has to apologize to anybody.
If you're a player on that team, that A&M team, you have to know. Okay, this conversation probably happened while you were playing baseball or before.
I would think so. Yeah.
To have that quick of a response. This is a team you hate. You hate Texas. A&M, they hate each other. You're going to a bitter rival.
Yeah, they hate
the next day after you lost the championship, those guys want to kill this guy.
I would think. I don't know.
Players would.
I mean, there's a difference.
You kidding me?
I think so. Yeah.
When the head coach of Oklahoma leaves to go to USC, that was Stoops was livid. There, people are upset. But he's going to USC. It's on the West Coast. It kind of went away fairly quickly.
If he went to Oklahoma State, it'd be another matter.
Be different.
Or went to Texas.
He went to Texas.
Yeah.
If he left Oklahoma to go to Texas, that would be
way different.
Way different. So
take that times 5, even though.
This is way bigger.
Yeah, take that times 5. I mean, it is bitter. I mean, I've experienced it. I was taken aback by it. It's real. Like they don't like each other. You experienced it in Utah with Utah and BYU, and that is real too.
Yeah,
it's we don't have that.
No, there's no.
We don't have that here.
It
really
sucks.
Don't.
It sucks. You really need that.
It'd be fun. It'd be incredibly fun.
He mentioned Schlossnagle. Did I say it right?
Yes, Schlossnagle, Jim.
He talked about at A&M. He goes, I think about Texas every day, what they're doing, and that is what you do when you're in those modes like that. When you're at LSU, you knew you're thinking, what is Alabama doing today? What's Nick Saban doing today? What is the? I mean, you were thinking that in your head.
Chiswick said that.
You're in your head. You're going like, what? If you're at Auburn, that'd be the same thing. In Auburn, Alabama.
Right.
If you left
to go to
Auburn to go to Alabama, or Alabama to Auburn, it would be that's one of those classes. Michigan, Ohio State.
Oh, you can't do it.
Same deal.
You can't do it.
Gene Chiswick said that on your favorite radio, or your second favorite radio show, I hope. Childers and Neuheisel. I heard him say that once, that when he was the Auburn coach, every day when he was brushing his teeth, he'd think about Texas. Or think about Alabama.
You do.
Yeah.
That's what you think about every day.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
So yeah, this was an incredible story. Incredible.
Jim Schlossnagle, is now the Texas head coach for baseball. One day after saying I love A&M, I came here to be here forever.
So
just kidding.
So the game gets over. I don't know how it works. National championship games like that, you don't fly out. You don't fly out the day of the game. So that game got over. They got back to their hotel probably not until, honestly, 11:30, 12 o'clock. And they wouldn't have flown out until yesterday sometime, probably mid-morning. It was already done.
It was done.
He's on the plane.
So how do you rationalize it in your head if you're Schlossnagle? I think the rationale is, this happens all the time. I mean, talk to Nick Saban.
Yeah. I think it's kind of what job. It's like, I've always wanted the Texas job. The Texas job was offered to me. I took the Texas job.
Kirk Bowles of the Austin American Statements said that. Statesman. He said that Schlossnagle's always wanted the UT job. He's always had. When he was at TCU, he had his eyes on Texas.
Always think about it. Doesn't always work out great. And Chris Beard came from Texas Tech back to his dream job. Now his was off field. I get it. Mm-hmm. There's different places. It didn't work out great for Coach Frost coming back here.
Didn't work out great for Shaka Smart.
Yeah, there's a lot of times when people have this. This is the one job I've wanted. It's not a slam dunk.
No.
Now
the money might be a slam dunk.
Your chances are really good because the history is so. Texas has been to 38 College World Series.
It's pretty good.
So the history's there, and they have resources beyond.
38 College World Series.
Come on.
38. Think about that.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And
the guy that just fired went to 3 of them.
3 of 8.
I mean,
3 of 8.
Back to how you rationalize it. I'm sure some of it's, well, I'm going to make more money for my family. I imagine he got a sizable raise out of this. I just wonder if Trev Alberts. I wonder if he had a chance to talk him out of it. If there was even, did he even know? Did he know what was going on? Does the CDC have to reach out to Trev and say, hey, I'm trying to get your coach, by the way? Is there a professional courtesy? I should know that at my age, but I don't.
Yeah. I think there is. A lot of times there's a no. There's no. They just do what they have to do.
Just do what they have
There's
to
a
do.
$3 million buyout.
Yeah.
They had to pay $3 million to get him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Texas. I mean, it's
Texas, yeah. How about that one though?
nothing.
Well, there's the buyout.
No.
Buyout. You're funny. You're funny.
What is it?
What a story. What an incredible story.
Jim Schlossnagle going to Texas.
They came back. It was 6-5 with someone at the plate.
Now,
6-5.
What goes through your brain? If they come back from that deficit, they win the game. And
Yeah, then what?
I'm leaving next day.
Can you leave? Can you
Congrats
then-
on going to Texas.
Is it easier to leave then? I did. I won a national title for you guys. What? I mean, come on.
Isn't it harder to? You just won the first ever.
Is it
title.
harder or easier? I don't know.
Oh,
I vote easier.
Because you won a
I
national.
vote easier. I think I'd be like, I've done. I came here to
What do you
do
want me to
something.
do?
Now
Yeah.
I want to see if I can win one here.
Yeah, won the damn title.
Yeah.
Now, there were some people yesterday saying, now, will Trev come after Will Bolt? I'd say resounding no. I mean, Bolt was part of the Childress staff at Texas A&M. Now, he wasn't part of the staff when it ultimately was fired. I think he was already here. But he had worked for Childress. He was aligned with Childress. I don't think they would go back to that well. I would not think that's going to happen.
I'm not sure.
You're looking at me crazy.
I don't know exactly what
You did give him a crazy.
This would be
The look he just gave you.
this would be fun.
It
for
was
Trev.
kind of the side eye again. You know
Did he
that?
give him a side
What
eye?
the hell, Jake?
Was that-
That wasn't a side
You
eye.
think they'll come after Bolt?
No, I do not think they'll come
Okay.
after Bolt.
Then why the side eye?
Yeah.
You,
You
guys,
went very aggressive.
You guys,
It was uncomfortable for me.
it wasn't
It was
side eye.
very uncomfortable for me. There was a side eye.
I had to take
Ben
my
saw
glasses.
it.
Sometimes I'm trying to do all the peripherals
Ben
here.
saw from behind.
No,
Ben's
we
off
did
my mind.
not.
Ben's upset.
Ben is
You're
bothered.
upset like we have a child and we're fighting.
He's
No,
just like,
we're not fighting at all. I don't think
like,
they come
like
after Will Bolt.
she asked to go to the mall. You said yes. You said no, and you got the side. That's what it looked like. I've made it very clear.
Jeez. I'm just saying I don't think Will Bolt get contact.
It is a very attractive job. They just were runners-up in college baseball.
Oh, it's an attractive
And-
job.
and
It's an insane
Trev
job.
Alberts, what can you get to A&M? This is a very important hire. They're coming off of a
100.
runner-up
100.
in the College World Series. You almost won your first ever title. You can't mess this up.
No. We'll see what he gets.
Where's you,
I
where are you
also
going,
saw
Trev?
where there was 3 assistants going with him, all of his 3 assistants. Imagine how fast. I mean, it's kind of like we couldn't even get our stuff out of the office. They wouldn't even be able to get
Fascinating.
when those guys landed. They drove back to the complex. There's already somebody there like, no, just stay out.
No.
Just stay out. Don't come in
Wow.
here.
And Schlossnagle, I'm sure, handled that very well because he seems like a very good guy to me. No, he doesn't. That was a bad look for him. Bad look at that press conference. Bad. I mean, come on.
Whoops, hang on.
Coach, thank you very much.
Hang on, this one.
Write that.
Write that.
Right.
Write that, Sip. Write that.
Right. That.
Write that.
I got that after.
Schlossnagle.
I got that after the Purdue game from a Nebraska staffer when they won down there
Ooh.
with Riley. Yeah, Bill liked this story.
Okay, tell
It
it.
was
Yeah.
the Riley era. Nebraska went down to Purdue and won on the catch by Stanley?
Stanley, 2017.
Yeah, 20-17. They
No,
won
no,
it.
that was the year
Oh,
2017.
sorry.
The year
But it
2017.
was 27.
It was about 20
The year that Mike Riley got fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last year.
And one of the I was down on the field after the game, walking towards the locker room, and one of his staff members came up to me and said, "Write that!" I'm like, it just beat Purdue.
It's
I mean,
11
nice
a.m.
job.
11 a.m. game.
I think it was, yeah. Was that Stanley caught
Yeah,
that ball?
Stanley Morgan won the game. Tanner Lee.
Yeah.
His one drive.
No,
had.
he didn't say that. He said, "Write that."
Woo,
Yeah.
beep,
Yeah. Write that. Hit.
Wow.
Yeah. He was aggressive. He got into me. He got into me. It was aggressive.
Did you respond to him?
I
at all?
kind of laughed because I thought he just beat Purdue.
You should
Really?
say, come on, it's Purdue. Really?
bro.
Write that.
About 17 people in the stand.
You should have fired back.
After writing, I can yell it. They can all hear me.
So that's that.
There you go.
All right. Now, what about, do you want to do the EA Sports thing, or do we just save that
I'm
one?
gonna save it.
Are you
till
going to sit
7.
on that
I'm
one?
gonna sit on that one till
one.
7.
Sit on
How about that?
That crazy look you gave Sith
I
freaked
didn't give
me
him a
out.
crazy look.
It was. That
Am I
side
doing
eye.
it again?
He does
This
that.
I think he's kind of doing
He
it.
did it. Does it.
I'm trying to do peripheral. Trying to do, you know,
It's like a neck issue, I think.
it might
It
be a
is.
neck.
Would
neck
you,
here.
yeah,
I got
lift up your neck.
I got to do some Pilates or something over here. Some sort of stretching.
Does Pilates help your neck?
I don't know. It
I
might.
don't think it does.
Text line, does Pilates help
I
your
don't know
neck
if it
at all?
does.
Can Pilates help his side eye?
Sort of stretching you
Who
needed
did
over
one of
here.
those? What is that thing called? You do the Pilates on. There's a name for it.
I don't know
The
that.
pat.
No, the machine. Yeah, there's a name for it. We need to get one of those in here.
For you.
I don't know what the
Get one of
device
those in here.
What's the device Bill's talking about? What's the machine?
The
I don't know.
name of a Pilates machine.
Between your side-eye issue and the YouTube issue, you got some neck problems.
Well, YouTube is fixed today.
You're going to get workers' comp out of this.
Yeah, I'm going to start applying for it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out
DP,
there.
is there some workers' comp?
Might need to apply for it. Sean Callahan is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through June 30th, they have a special deal for ticket listeners only. Tell the meat market you'd like to try out their fresh pork and bacon patties. When you do that, you'll get 10 6-ounce patties for just $10 with a limit of 10. You must mention this and the ticket to get the deal. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Vanderbilt. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see decreasing cloud cover throughout the day with an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms late, otherwise mostly cleared with the low around 66. And tomorrow, we'll see a chance of showers and storms throughout the day, the high around 83. The meteorologist Kyle Cook for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
By now, most of you know how important the Honda of Lincoln sales and service team are to the Lincoln market. Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear from Honda of Lincoln to tell you about the great news they just received. Andy, please tell us all about it.
Each year, the Lincoln Journal-Star has an award program called the Lincoln Choice Award, where the customers in Lincoln get to choose the best places to do business. Great pleasure, I get to announce that Honda of Lincoln has won the award for buying new cars, used cars, automotive repair, and even oil changes.
That is amazing, Andy. Any more good news?
Yes, there is, Charlie. We now have more than 100 new Hondas in stock, with hundreds on the way, and a huge selection of all makes and models on our pre-owned lot.
Incredible. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This
Good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Dana Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
My apologies to Andrew Newton. I didn't mention Andrew Newton's Lawn Care, sponsor Idle Chit Chat. You can always call him or text him at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs. Bill, yes, what do you got?
I'd like to add something.
Please.
So Andrew Newton takes care of our yard. And I mentioned to him, I said, I got a little bit of a weed problem in a couple areas up at the cabin that we have. And he goes, when are you going up there? I gave him the dates like that. He shows up that day with a complete one of those giant backpack weed sprayers like that, full of weed killer.
Where's your cabin?
And what's that?
Where's your cabin?
Up north of Creighton, up by Niobrara.
How long is that trip?
It takes you about 3 hours to get there.
Andrew went up there?
No, he didn't go up there.
House in
but
Lincoln.
no, but came to Lincoln, and he showed up. But he goes, hey, I left a deal at your house today. It's a complete backpack, like 5-gallon sprayer loaded with the chemicals, ready to go.
And you got to do it.
I got to do it. But just the fact of, like I just mentioned, I go, hey, what should I use
that's amazing.
up there? And you know what he said? Don't worry about it.
Oh, my God.
I have extra.
That's
what
incredible.
You're getting. That's what you're getting.
So you're going to put that backpack on.
What's that? Put it on.
And
that look good.
Yeah. I'll look like Ghostbusters.
I hope Laura
like
needs to take a picture of it. I want the picture of you in action.
Picture evidence necessary. So thank you to
I hate weeds.
Newton's Lawn Care.
Do you?
Andrew, for helping out. We are joined now by Husker Line Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. There's a lot of news right now in late June in Nebraska land. And let's start with the running back spot. Nebraska had a surprise running back this week in Pennsylvania's Mekhi Nelson. When did he come into the picture, Sean? What do we know about Mekhi Nelson?
Well, he'd been on E.J. Barthel's radar really for a number of years since he was at Connecticut, even because of his time back in the Northeast. I think what happened was Nebraska started to get on him again at the beginning of May, and once they found out he was actually a 2024, and he was going to reclassify though to 2025, but when they found out they can get him in at 2024. They had him come up, and he went to camp early in June, worked out, ran a 4.48. I believe he's a 10.8 guy in the 100. He had an 1,800-yard year as a junior in high school. So they've got some good numbers on him, but they wanted to watch him live and see what he could do. They liked his workout, had him come back in for an official visit, and now he's here going through workouts, and he'll be a part of the team. So I think some of it was Kewan Lacey when they had a 2024 running back in his class at one time. He decommitted, ended up going to Missouri. And, I think they wanted to get at least another 2024 running back in this class. And he's been a guy that's been on the radar, and it all kind of just came together.
Mekhi Nelson, it would be one of 56 newcomers, new roster additions, 56 new roster additions, freshmen plus transfers, right? Right, Sean?
Yes. I think I'm trying to remember what the number is now. It might be 57. I thought it was 46 freshmen and 11 transfers. So I think it's 57.
And the number of true freshmen and redshirt freshmen is what when you combine? 80. 80, which is more than Colorado has on its roster. That's one way Colorado has on its roster, period. All classes. How else do you put this in perspective? 80 freshmen and true freshmen on Matt Rule's roster.
Yeah, 46 true freshmen, 34 redshirt freshmen.
Okay.
So they're building this thing from the bottom up. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. And you look at this year's recruiting class right now. I don't want to say it's also a slow start, but they have 11 commits. They've missed on a few linemen, but I'm not as worried because you look at what they've done already. I mean, they've got a huge number of young players in this program that they're building things up with, and they're still bringing in a few transfers here and there. But I think you'd be hard pressed to find any programs in college football that would have that number of freshmen and redshirt freshmen on their roster because it is very unorthodox, especially in the transfer portal era and the NIL era that we are in right now. And, there's a lot of walk-on players in that number too, but still it's a number. When I did the count on Sunday, I wrote that down and I guess like, wow, this almost is crazy when you think about the number of freshman players that are on this roster right now.
Yes. Now, when people look at this class, this current class, the class of 2025, there's 11 players. There's no offensive linemen. We thought Brian Tapu would be one. Now, he's from Utah, and he's coached by Tony Finoti. Do you have any intel on what happened to Tapu? Why did he end up at Oregon State?
Well, he's got family that's played for the Beavers, so he's got strong connections to the program, Polynesian family ties there. And, I think that was it. I mean, he felt after he went on the trip, some of those things pulled him into Oregon State. He's an international player that plays high school football in Utah. I believe he'll go on a Mormon mission as well. So, he's got, 2 more years of potentially before he can play college football, but 6'8", 300 pounds. When he left Nebraska, I mean, the thought was he was going to be a Husker. I mean, they thought that, in fact, we had pretty good indication in our notes that he was coming. So yeah, it is kind of getting interesting with the offensive line recruiting, because the guys that they've brought in, some of the bigger names, have now made their decisions, or Nebraska is no longer maybe trending with a couple of these offensive linemen.
Joined by Sean Callahan. Sean, regarding a transfer, USC Sierra Wright, looking at Nebraska, where do things stand with him as a defensive back and Nebraska's chances with him?
Well, I think they're in a really good position. I mean, this is the only trip I believe he's taken. Nebraska's the only team he's considered. I mean, he's had options. I mean, when you have played that many games, started that many games, you're going to have options, but Nebraska was the only team that he really looked at, and he came in on his trip. So, I mean, we're expecting him to end up here when it's all said and done. And I would think if that happens, it's going to happen really quickly because they just completed their 3rd week of workouts. This is their 4th. It's a 7-week summer program with fall camp starting, guys, on July 31st. They take 1 week off for the 4th of July week. So the clock is ticking, especially for a guy like that if he's going to join this team.
Sean, educate the masses here. Sierra Wright would be competing for the corner job opposite Tommy Hill, who's a lock. Who else is in that race? And if you don't mind, chart them.
Well, obviously Bly Hill's out. I mean, otherwise he'd be the projected starter. But Malcolm Hartstog, Mario Buford, Dwight Boodle. I mean, those would probably be.
Wait a second,
and Jeremiah Charles. Yeah. I mean, those would be the names in that battle. But I mean, I think if you were looking at it today, Wright would be an odds-on favorite just based on his experience. The fact that he's started and played that many games, he would be the highest-ranked defensive back in terms of past recruiting rankings as well on this roster, being a former top 100 high school recruit going into his 4th year of a 5-year eligibility clock.
Sean, regarding a couple of in-state players, people are questioning how Nebraska stands with Millard South tight end Chase Lofton and Omaha West Side linebacker Christian Jones. Where do you think Nebraska is with them, and who are they going against in recruiting there, Sean?
Yeah, Christian Jones, Auburn, and Oklahoma were his 2 official visits that he took. I still think Nebraska is in a good position, but I don't think he can just afford to wait and play things out. I mean, Nebraska is looking at Will Hawthorne. Obviously, Dawson Merritt is out there as well. So if he takes it into the season, that will be interesting because a lot of teams won't have spots by that point, and they don't just hold spots. So that will be something to watch closely. I think with Chase Lofton, you have Texas A&M and Missouri and some other teams of that caliber. Florida State is another big factor with Lofton right now. He's taken official visits to all those places. I think NIL will probably be a factor for both those guys as well, too. I mean, as they look at their school, because there's going to be some teams that have big NIL pots that will get involved. So for in-state players, these battles are far from over. And I think Nebraska's going to, it wouldn't surprise me if these go another few more weeks or even deeper into July before these young men make their decisions.
Hard shift. Would Trev come after Will Bolt?
Never say never, but it just doesn't seem likely because they went away from that era of coaches when they hired Schlossnagle there at Texas A&M. So I just can't imagine them going back to the Rob Childress era of coaches. I mean, I think they're going to go after as big of a name as they possibly can get. Somebody that is going to ease the pain of this loss. I mean, they're building a brand new stadium. They just took runner-up in the College World Series, and that fan base is mad. And Trev Alberts is under a lot of heat. So because they lost the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, why'd you question that?
I didn't question it. It wasn't a question. I just like
emphasizing.
Thank you. I was helping you be emphatic.
He's taking a lot of bullets for this deal, right? It's a tough deal for Trev because they're building this guy a new stadium, or they were building in this new stadium at College Station. They could pretty much pay whatever it takes. The entire coaching staff is at Texas now, too. If you go on their website, a day later, the entire A&M coaching staff is wearing Texas baseball uniforms.
Oh, Trev,
That's
hey,
rough.
Sean, I mean, I'm going to say you can agree or disagree or whatever you want to do. Trev looks like a B teamer right now. I mean, he just looks like a junior varsity AD. That's what this looks like.
I don't know how you don't get in front of this.
Oh, how do you not?
And just say, okay, this is not happening. What do we got to do to make sure it does not happen?
Well, too bad it did for A&M. He's moving on to Texas the day after he lost the finals to Tennessee. Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
God bless you.
Husker Online, Sean Callahan.
I wasn't questioning him.
No,
you were emphasizing.
No, that was very emphatic.
You were emphasizing
that
the
was
heat.
I felt that. I felt it was emphasizing. I did.
We weren't questioning.
Trev, he's in a bad spot right now. He is.
Just think how things can flip like out of control. You're just Monday, you wake up as the AD and you're like, we're going to go to the stadium tonight. Got a chance to win this thing. Got a chance to be a national champion. Haven't won one since 1936, which we all know. If I'm on that team or my grandpa was on that team or something, I'm proud, but no one thinks of it. But we got that one in 36.
No.
You know what I mean? No, that doesn't even come up.
No.
I mean, the Gophers got one too. Like, what was it, like 1960?
He got up Monday morning for an exciting day.
Exciting day. And then 6-5, coach gone. This all happened within 24 hours. You're having a nice breakfast.
Now you got a headache.
You're having a nice brunch.
Yeah.
Talking to a few people, talking to some friends around Omaha, visiting some people. Next thing you know, it's like, oh wow, hang on. I got a text here. This is interesting. I got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
CDC
hard.
in my text.
That's a hard. No, I doubt it was CDC.
You could say, gotcha. Winky face, gotcha.
Oh, they hammered him. I mean, Texas A&M just hammered them. They're already, Sean said, on the website in Texas.
Yeah.
This was orchestrated by Texas,
all
too. No, this is Texas. They knew what they were doing. They completely knew. We're going to go get him on the day they're playing for the national title. We're going to pay him what we have to pay him. We're getting him. And then we're going to put it on the website the next day.
Yeah. With the whole staff.
Yeah.
With everybody.
Oh, we're getting them all. That's a big flex.
It's a huge flex.
It's
the biggest flex.
I wonder if there's one of the assistants got left behind. Kind of, hey, am I going to get retained?
That'd be horrifying.
I'm not on the website. Where's my
I'm not on the web. I'm not on their website. I'm not on our website. Excuse me, Mr. Alberts. Mr. Alberts.
Am I still employed here or not? Am I still here?
I don't know what he did. He shouldn't have taken it. I agree. I just like to stay here.
That guy's crazy, man. I love A&M. Before we get to break, segment 2 always sponsored by Beck's Hybrids. Are you needing a new tractor or side-by-side to elevate your operation? Maybe a boat or a golf simulator when you need to relax a little bit. Beck's Commitment Rewards program offers huge savings and interest-free financing on all these items and more. To learn more about Beck's Commitment Rewards, go to Beck'sHybrids.com and always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming. Beck's Hybrids.
When the boats whip in, Trevor will take you down, he'll whisk you down to Harlan Reservoir and let you try the boats out and also do some water skiing and any sort of boating activities that you want. And,
You're kidding me.
And Trevor teaches, then he'll teach you boater safety.
Really?
He'll teach you boater safety, how things are done. He'll go down to Harlan.
That's important.
So when you get your new boat and you see you buy enough seed, I'm getting my brand new boat. And so it's like, well, this is a little intimidating because boats don't have brakes. They don't just stop. You have to know what you're doing. If you decide to jump into a boat, you see it.
Thought about
If you ever want to see funny stuff, just Google boat ramp accidents, and they're hilarious. People dropping their boats on the ramp, all kinds of buffoonery. So it's really funny. But Trevor has taken safety on as part of, because you know why? That's what Sonny wanted. He wants his farmers safe. He wants boater safety. He'll take you to Harlan. He'll get the new boat out. He'll put it in for you, teach you how to run it.
He works around the clock.
He's a busy man.
Incredible.
Dedicated and busy. Beck'sHybrids.com. Check him out today.
What's next, Jake?
When we come back,
Yes.
Mailbag.
Oh,
and
we love Mailbag.
Song of the day. Next on
Is it
Early
a good
Break.
one?
It is.
Because you've had some, Jake. You've been really good.
Been a good week
You've
so
been
far.
right.
What,
You've
2
been
for 2 so far this
It's
week.
been pretty good like that. You're leaning in on Heyman pretty hard.
Well,
yeah.
We'll see what's next.
Heyman
on
needs to kick it up.
Yeah.
Song
Hey,
of the
Rick.
day.
Hey,
Listen
Jake's
in, Rick.
bringing it.
Early Break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring for heavy equipment operators and a heavy equipment mechanic. Working at Gaina Trucking is a great career with excellent team culture, with benefits package including competitive pay based on experience, health, vision, and dental insurance, and a 401k plan. If you're looking for a new job as a heavy equipment operator or mechanic, apply online at GainaTrucking.com or call 402-794-5000. Start your career today at Dana Trucking.
This is Coach Bill Busch. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Want to contribute to medical advancements and get paid for your time? Join a clinical trial at Velocity Clinical Research. Participants can receive compensation, access medicines in development, and get study-related care at no cost. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. Help shape the future of medicine. Visit velocitytrials.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through June 30th, they have a special deal for ticket listeners only. Tell the meat market you'd like to try out their fresh pork and bacon patties. When you do that, you'll get 10 6-ounce patties for just $10 with a limit of 10. You must mention this and the ticket to get the deal. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Vanville.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1977, Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson. One-hit wonder there. 464-568.
I had the 45.
1 is bad,
No, you
10 is
didn't.
good.
Yeah,
Text your
I
rating
did.
on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers
Did you
song of the day.
seriously?
I had the 45. I did.
You did?
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's a good one. That did it.
Yeah.
It's funny how
The lyrics were good.
it's nice.
There were some good solid.
It takes you back to your.
Oh yeah, it takes you back to a better time.
Yeah, there's a lot of going through my mind.
Yeah,
right
better
now.
times.
Better times. 1977.
Mm-hmm.
1977.
Now,
Right,
he
you're-
has to be in the Hall of Fame, right? Jay Ferguson's in the
With
Hall
his
of Fame.
one-hit wonder.
Where's he
Yes.
from? He might be in his city's Hall of Fame. I don't know if he's in the Rock and Roll Hall. I guess it's no.
Rick Heyman is Jay Ferguson in the Hall
He's
of
in
Fame.
the one-hit wonder Hall of Fame.
Yes, that'd be incredible. Him and Norman Greenbaum.
Oh yeah, I gotta get this rated. Like Bill, I've heard the song a zillion times. Now Bill had a 45. I never had a 45. I didn't have a lot of 45s. I had an Elton John 45, Philadelphia Freedom.
Oh, that's a good one. Remember on the if you're
I think that was a B-side.
I had there's like a stereo had at our house. We had the little, we put the album on.
Mhm.
Then you put the 45, you put the other adapter on. Remember the adapter? You put the adapter over the top of it. And
Better
that's
times.
Better times. Then you could stack them.
But sometimes the needle would get out of whack. Oh, damn, needles broke.
No, it's like just whatever song you just punched into your phone. You have any song you want. And back then it was like, hey, wait till this fourth one drops.
Right.
Wait, it's like, hey, let's
Patience
that's how you made your playlist. How you stacked your 45s. God,
Better
times. Oh,
woo! That song, really good. Really just pure kind of, young love.
yes.
Just sort of gorgeous sights in your head.
Tan.
The
I think
did
that
it,
people-
did it. The interesting part about rock and roll to me is this: that did it.
Yeah.
Like they had to think that
Yeah.
in their head. Okay, do that. Did it. There's really not much there.
but it makes the song.
Right.
We all
Sounds
did it.
good.
We all did it.
Totally makes the song.
Thank you.
Without did it.
The song's dead.
Nice.
Do it again one more time.
Did it. Without that, it ain't a song.
It's not, it wouldn't make it.
I don't even know how you spell it, but it's good. Ben, don't laugh at me.
Ben.
Part of it is you to humor us.
Yes, yeah.
And make it seem like you're interested. 9.0075. Right.
In
Yeah.
the nines. 2 straight
Yeah.
days.
Beautiful
The
song.
funny thing is, it's a little bubblegum-ish, but I love it. It's an 88642. Absolutely love
See,
it.
I think Ben's going to be
small
high.
But
in this
without
one.
the did, you're right. It's probably a 4. Yeah,
It's not there.
it's not there.
Thank God.
I'm saying Ben's going to be 4.9.
Come on, Ben.
I think he's a 7 flat.
Okay.
Ben, jump on this.
He
one.
likes feel good music.
7 flat for Ben.
5.7.
5.7.
He's he takes that 5 iron out and
He
hits it down the
does,
middle.
down the middle. He's
Come on, Ben. Take
Come
a
on.
chance.
Take a
It was the
chance.
driver.
Take a chance.
Go for the green.
Take a chance on me.
little ab over there. Some ratings before we get the mailbag. Rod in South Lincoln says 8. Sandmaster 8.1. Giltner at 4.1. Jennifer 8.9.
Wow.
Hubby is 7. So pretty good
Oh,
scores there.
The family's happy today.
Yes, they
like
are.
it?
Yes, they are.
Jennifer and Brad.
Mike and Dalton 6.2. Who in club it? Part 2. 2. 2 from
Good job.
2.
2. Why a 2?
Hold it. Do the one part again.
Which one?
This part of
It's
It's a 5. It's a 5.
Come on, Bird.
Imagine they're sitting around going, "Hey, where should we put that in? Right here.
Right here.
Right
We
there.
need
just
something.
Where are the
we
tuners
need
going?
something right here. We're out of lyrics.
You got something?
Yeah, I do.
Right, this one.
Take a shot at this.
How do you spell that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I got it.
I got it.
Bird. What's wrong with Bird?
I don't
That
get
song
that.
had to be incredible live.
That song is never a 2. Ever.
Never.
I don't get
No,
that. Bird,
Thunder Island.
Bird, I question you right now.
You should be questioning Bird. That's a terrible rating.
Jay had long hair, if I remember too. I think Jay
in the
first had
picture,
very long
yeah,
hair.
in the album photo, he did.
He did have
His
long hair. Yes.
I remember that.
I love. Well, I had the
amazing.
45. What's Petrinka think?
I don't see Petrinka on the text line.
Patrinka, where are you?
Hey, we got Laverne in Hawaii, though, is texting
Hawaii,
in
the
5.5.
Wait a second. What time is it, Bill?
What's
It's,
that? Right now,
4:06
about 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
About 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe a little more than that. Might even be 3.
Greg in Myrtle Beach on the text line with us. First time in a while. 9.5. He says, and bravo on that choice, Jake.
Bravo.
Second, Greg in Myrtle Beach
Right.
likes that song.
Greg in Myrtle
We
Beach.
need to bring that one back too. Bravo.
Bravo.
Yeah.
We need to do that. You're right.
That's
Bravo.
Bravo.
Gavin and Pender, 9.2.
Gavin.
That's Gavin Gallier. He runs Pender. He's the
No,
assistant
he
to
didn't.
Glenn, his brother. Yes, it's Gavin Gallier. Used
Gavin
to be a
runs
DJ.
Pender?
Used to be a DJ. Yes.
You're
Wow.
kidding. What
He's
did he
the
give
one.
it?
He's the one who gave us the information on live from Budokan.
Oh, he did.
Yes. that
Hey,
was
wait a second.
Gavin.
What did he give it?
And would Gavin give it again?
Gavin gave that a 9.2.
Thank you, Gavin.
So you know him well.
And Gavin, please play this to everybody up at Rosie's at coffee today at 10 o'clock. Let Matt Buchholz hear this.
It's important there.
What about Bolt? Where's Bolt?
Where's Bolt? Dave T. Bolt.
Let me check YouTube real quick.
The athletic one.
Bolt is on YouTube. First rating, he says 9.77777.
Thank you.
Why don't you hit a couple off YouTube? I know you're a little
You're
averse to that.
hesitant. Anything on Twitch?
The conservative Husker says 5 tops on that one on
Okay.
YouTube.
Oh, he's conservative.
Steven says 5.8. He says okay, but I'm not turning it up. See, you got to turn that song
I
up.
would. I'm turning
that
it
one up.
Yeah.
Charles gives it a 7 on YouTube there. So there's
Jake, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Hey, well, Jay Ferguson's always a hit.
Yes.
He's a win every time. Every time.
I never had another song.
You've never been let down by
you
the
say
one
about-
song. By Jay
Bravo,
Ferguson.
Jay. Bravo.
Way to go,
Yeah,
Mr. Ferguson.
Hey, good idea on Bravo.
Let's get to the mailbag, shall we? On
Yes.
this fine Wednesday.
Bravo.
Here. Go.
I don't think that worked.
The mailbag is sponsored by our friends at Applied Connective Technology, Nebraska's preferred tech partner. SIP, they're in all 93 counties, and they have a 99% retention rate, renewal rate.
You got
know?
a brochure in your hand.
IT, everything. They do everything from video. They do. They have a robust and proven effective cybersecurity solutions, phone systems to support multiple offices. It's your one-stop shop. Don't call around. One place for all IT. Bill,
How many times you heard this one? I've been hacked.
a lot.
I've been hacked.
A
Oh,
lot.
yeah. Every day. I've been hacked. Well, you don't want to get hacked? How do you stop it?
Applied Connective Technologies.
Get to Albion. Get to Will. I've been hacked. Never hear it again.
Ever.
Hackers will be stopped. We stop it right here in Nebraska. That's what we're doing.
That's all we need.
99.9% renewal. That's incredible.
A free consultation. Just want to check
How
it out.
much?
It's free. Free 99, Bill.
Yeah.
Free 99.
Free 99. Try that one out.
Yeah. Free 99. AppliedConnective.com. Call them 866-358-0109. From the mailbag, John chimes in, says this. Morning, guys. Because it's so hot out the last couple of days, what is the hottest job that you've ever had to do in your life?
There's been some detasseling.
Yep, that probably be up there.
I don't know if you get hot or not because there's no wind.
Right.
You're in.
No.
You're in the. Mine would be pouring concrete.
Ooh, you did
That
that.
is
Yeah,
hot.
You've told me
Pouring
that
concrete.
before. Yeah.
And there was nothing over the top. So we're just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Pouring concrete.
You told
with,
me that
with
once.
Charlie Buchholz is my boss.
And you were just
Yes.
a young.
A youth.
Yeah,
A
you weren't
youth. Yes.
48.
It was. It was great. I was a sophomore. I worked for him 3 years through high school.
Sophomore.
And what was really incredible about it, which I think is a good thing for management, was that his wife Sharon, who was awesome. I ate probably 10,000 of her cookies. Is that they showed us she'd drive in the Mercury Marquis, a white Mercury Marquis. She would pull up every Friday at the job site with your check, and he paid. So you got your check every single Friday for that week, not like a week off. For that week of what you worked, you got your check, and every single week I worked for him, I got a raise. He goes, "Hey, another quarter an hour."
God, really?
Doesn't seem like a lot, but when you get a raise every single week,
Yeah.
when someone goes, "Hey, get a raise," gave me a raise
Well,
every
that's-
single week.
God bless him.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, I had a lot of hot jobs. I mean, the
Detasseling would be the hottest. I didn't even delve into that. That's unreal. It is.
It was hard.
You got to wear sunglasses. You're fully covered.
Yeah.
Just, hey, you want to wear shorts and a t-shirt? That'd be great. You'll come out like you'll be all chopped up.
Chopped up.
On YouTube, Dustin says, with detasseling, it's not so much the heat.
It's the humidity.
It's the humidity
that'll
with
get you.
detasseling.
Walking through irrigated fields. How's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, it was not easy.
Yeah.
I have PTSD. Let's talk about
Hottest job, Beatrice Country Club, when you're doing the picker on the range, pick up the golf balls.
Listen to Country Club
105
Boy
degree
over here.
heat. Guess
Listen to
what?
Country
Guess
Club Boy.
what? Hey, there's no AC. Those cars are so hot. It's a hot
Save
you
from
embarrassment.
You're
You're
right.
dying.
You just said something of the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What's the hottest job? When I was at the
I had to
country
get my
club,
hottest job.
when they had to come out and bring me my iced tea.
No, there's no iced tea. I want you to spend an hour in that picker on a 105-degree day.
Stop.
It is terrible.
That's horrible.
Anybody out there who worked at the country club or golf course?
I worked at the country
Country
club.
club.
Any
That's
golf
hot.
course. Can you stand by
You're
the
going through
the-
irrigated fields and you're clothed head to toe, and I'm pouring concrete, pulling
I'm not saying it was a better
pulling strike off.
I didn't say it was a hotter job than what you were doing. I was giving my hottest job I've ever done. It's hot in that machine.
Started by saying you worked at the country club.
Stop.
I did. That machine was
This
very,
is
very,
buffoonery.
very hot. Very, very hot. Joel, back to the question. Joel says, you mentioned Frosty mugs the other day on the show.
Yes.
In terms of, is there a place that has the best Frosty mug you've ever been to, whether it's Nebraska or not? The coldest beer you've ever had anywhere. That exists. Do you know where that's at?
Give me a second. I'm thinking on this a little bit. I gotta kind of go
The
back.
courthouse in Columbus. There was a bar
Yeah.
called the Courthouse.
That was a cold
They had
beer.
a good
but very
Frosty
simple.
mug.
Mine's rock solid and very simple. Just north of Pender. Yeah, Thurston. Thurston Bar. Thurston population 137, and they have the Thurston Bar right there on the corner. That's the coldest Frosty mug that there is. Absolutely, Thurston Bar.
Mine was the Courthouse.
The courthouse?
Yeah. I was probably 17 when I was doing that.
Yeah.
Hello. Keep moving. Keep it moving.
Okay, Michael.
Keep
on
it
the
moving.
Michael in the mailbag says,
This is from Hawaii.
This is Michael in Hawaii. He says, aloha. This past week, the University of Hawaii AD announced a uniform fan design contest. The winning design will be worn for one women's basketball game this upcoming year. If you had the power to redesign one Husker uniform in any sport, what uniform would you redesign? Is there one you'd redesign of a current Nebraska sport? It's going to happen for one game for women's basketball. It would be a one-time thing in Hawaii University, but is there something you would do?
There's Nebraska, they change uniforms so much. There's a lot of different designs. There's a lot of different designs.
Change. Like a little bit more of a throwback. I would like to see the gray face mask brought back. I really love the gray face mask.
Home run.
Yeah. When USC has the gray face mask,
you
on,
are creative.
Mm.
Yeah, gray face masks are beautiful.
Just bring it.
Do it.
Just take a picture of 1971.
Do it.
Just take the picture of that and do it exactly.
Gray
like that.
face masks are That's a great idea. That's not a good idea. That's a great idea. What's wrong with you?
I'm just looking at some people's hottest jobs on the text line. I'm getting destroyed. For mine.
You are.
I was giving my own personal one.
I don't know how you even start a conversation. Well, I'll tell you one thing. When I checked in at the country club,
That machine was hot. It was hot. Someone says they poured concrete in Iraq, by the way.
that would be worse.
That would be
worse.
Tarring a roof, that would be very hot.
That's
Roof
real.
or general?
Roof. Oh, anybody on a roof is incredible. Yeah.
Someone says they ran a detasseling crew for 18 years. Hottest job on the planet, they said. Yep.
God dang, ran a crew.
18 years. It's a long time.
That might be a
Sip did it-
teacher.
How many years for you, Sip, detasseling?
Well, I never ran a crew.
But
I was
you did tassel, though. For
3
how many
years?
years?
3 summers. 3 summers. Young
Zarovsky got on your nerves there?
Kevin Zarovsky was a problem.
Tell us
There was
what.
a lot of
What was the problem with
there's a lot of
Zarovsky?
I told him to shut the hell up one time, and he was a Marine.
There's a lot of hijinks on the bus, right?
Yes.
You drove a
Oh,
school bus.
yes.
You drove a school bus,
Yeah.
windows down.
Little simple, very mouthy. You
You
can imagine.
yeah.
What a shot.
Yeah, you can imagine.
And you got after Zarovsky.
One time
all
I
I do
just
is
said,
talk.
I've had enough now.
It's going to shock you guys too, but sometimes I smart it off.
That is shocking.
Yeah, it's shocking.
That is the mailbag, sponsored by Applied Connective Technologies. Go to appliedconnective.com.
I've been hacked.
Not anymore, yeah, but oh God. When we come back,
Oh, God.
Top of the hour next.
EA Sports is ranking stadiums. Is Nebraska in the top 25? We'll discuss that next. An early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Want to contribute to medical advancements and get paid for your time? Join a clinical trial at Velocity Clinical Research. Participants can receive compensation, access medicines in development, and get study-related care at no cost. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. Help shape the future of medicine. Visit velocitytrials.com.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relief. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting,
High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what is going on in Creighton today with Steve Schindler at Midwest Bank? Bill.
Well, what's going to happen in the future? You guys ever wonder that?
All the time.
We're going to find out, because guess what Steve brought in? He brought in a fortune teller. He's got a fortune teller that's going to come in. They've got a tent set up inside of the lobby where you get to come in, do your banking, then go in and see where your life's going. They brought in professional.
Awesome idea.
Yes.
Awesome
from
idea.
Pocatello, Idaho.
Really? Yes. A female.
Female from Pocatello, Idaho. Then off to the side, if you had just a minor little question or something you kind of want to get answered, just like one real brief, Shin Daddy's doing that with the old 8-ball. To shake the 8-ball and get the answer. Yeah. Shin Daddy's doing that to solve some other problems. Small problems. Future, here, questions answered by Shin Daddy with the 8-ball. So that's going on.
Great
today.
idea.
Great idea.
It's a
So
fun
you can
idea.
imagine coming like that and just find out, hey, what's going to happen in the next 5 years? What's going on? Will I ever get a job?
So they brought in a
Yeah.
woman, a woman
From Pocatello,
from
Idaho.
Pocatello.
Yeah, she's coming at that. And then,
Are there male palm readers?
I've never seen one.
Never.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
Never.
So, but
I
we could-
don't want one.
Yeah, you could know. So
Don't touch my
fortune
hand.
teller. There's going to be. There's going to what's the is it Tourette?
Yeah,
Tourette.
Tarot card.
Tarot.
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 Is it tarot? Are you
Okay,
sure?
Is it? I have no idea.
Tarot. Is it tarot or is it tarot?
Breakers 464-5685. It's TAROT.
I always thought it was
How's it
tarot.
pronounced?
Yeah.
Tarot?
You feel confident it's
Tarot?
tarot?
I don't know.
I always thought it was a
Tarot?
tarot card. Like
But,
carrot.
But that will be happening
Help
today.
us.
at
Yeah, help us out,
Midwest Bank.
texters,
They'll be
464-5685.
palm reading, cards, and the crystal ball. The crystal ball will be
844?
8:44. Runs all the way till 3:44. 8:44 to 3. And again, Shin Daddy, got a quick question? Answer it right there for you.
Got you.
8-ball.
Yeah, 8-ball.
You don't see those very much.
You don't see them much anymore. You know what they
Did when our
They
time.
were in everyone's basement had one. That and a Ouija board.
Yep.
Ouija board was a good one.
Rubik's Cube came out.
Yeah, Ouija board. You have to remember that. Oh, that was incredible.
I
Better
like the
times.
8-ball.
8-ball was really
8-ball
good.
freaked you out.
Yeah,
We have mixed answers on
Great.
tarot versus tarot.
Okay.
Half are saying it's tarot, like carrot, like I said, and someone's saying it's tarot, like you said.
Like
So
Rob.
we don't know. No one actually knows how to say tarot or tarot.
I don't know.
No one knows.
But this is
going
indoor
on?
activity.
Indoor
today.
activity. Midwest Bank. It's hot outside.
This is Creighton, Nebraska.
Now people are saying tarot. So
So I think it's
tarot's right.
I always said tarot.
Got
Been
you on
wrong-
this one,
been
Jake.
wrong my whole life.
Got you
Apparently,
on this one.
Tarot cards.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
That's
You know how hot it was at the country club?
I got beat up for that one, by the way.
Yeah, you're
on
good.
the text line. It's fine. I'll take that.
Just go swim in the pool for a few
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
You might have the option
Someone-
of taking range
Are they
ball.
bringing our iced tea out pretty soon? This is horrible.
It's different as a worker versus someone having fun at the golf course.
Can we order off the menu?
I want you guys to go in that picker for an hour, just in 105 degree heat.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah, that engine
Sounds
was hot
fun.
in there. It was kind of fun for the first 10 minutes. Then it
You
got
gotta
really
get out.
hot.
You got
in
to
there.
dodge out of this, Jake.
No,
Yeah, walk away, Jake.
tarot. Tarot is how you
Tarot.
say that.
Okay.
By the way, someone else said for that. Cutting tobacco in Southeast Kentucky was very hot.
That's got.
I imagine it was.
That's got to be something.
I imagine that was terrible.
Well, if you're in Kentucky, Mississippi in the summer doing anything
Yeah.
outside, it's going to, that area, Florida. Yeah.
That's rough.
Rough duty. What? Okay, let's get some sports.
464-5685. Call or text as always. Saw this list come out yesterday from EA Sports. They put out their top 25 toughest places to play in college football.
Why do I only have 10?
Well, there's 25. Okay. Nebraska did not make the list for Memorial Stadium, did not make the list. Number one, toughest place to play. This is, I guess, kudos to Trev Alberts.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Field.
Yeah, because he created
Texas A&M is the number one hardest place to play, followed by, and this is per EA Sports, Alabama, LSU, Ohio State, Georgia, Penn State, Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Florida State, and Florida. Now,
is this in order?
That is the order they put as the toughest places to play based on how they've done at home, crowd size over the last, 10, 15 years is how they came up with the list. I was surprised that Kyle Field was number one based on the record. Georgia hasn't lost a game in a couple years at home.
Yeah,
A&M has.
Between the hedges.
Yeah, that's not vicious. Between the hedges.
It's not.
It's not. It's a great place to play.
It's not
vicious. I
vicious.
don't think if you talk to coaches, no, and Alabama would not even compare to LSU as far as a Saturday night. And the one that's not even on the list is Auburn. Auburn's insane.
Tough.
Insane.
You always
tough.
say that.
And then Penn State should be moved way up.
Where's Penn State?
They're like what, 7th or 8th?
They're 6th.
Sixth.
That's pretty good.
But Penn State's ahead of Ohio State.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Penn State's ahead of Ohio State. Wisconsin on a night game when they're cranked up, it's incredible. It doesn't hit all the time.
It doesn't hit all the time.
It doesn't hit, but the one
me and Jake have seen it when it doesn't hit.
Like you said, Clemson should be on there.
Where's Clemson?
Are they even listed?
I have the top 10. I don't have the top 25.
Clemson was at number 12. 12th. Okay. They're at 12th.
The reason Nebraska's not on here is I think they're 34 and 31 is what I got in the last 65 games. So in the college football playoff era.
So is this based off of just like, here's what the win-loss record is?
So let me give you what
this
is from EA Sports, how they describe the toughest places to play. It says, the development team worked to compile a list of the top 25 toughest places to play, factoring in historical stats such as home winning percentage, home game attendance, active home winning streaks, team prestige, and more. That's how these rankings were compiled by the EA Sports development team.
Now,
for home field advantage.
The sheer pageantry of A&M, it's really impressive. When the core marches in and it's like a Thunderdome. You get inside of it.
And the size is impressive.
If you honestly, not because I actually was lucky enough to coach there, but everyone's going to say, LSU on a Saturday night. I mean, this
is a tough place to play.
Oh, it's nuts. It's 103,000. It's craziness. Yeah, Alabama's a really good place to play, but that wasn't one where you're just going, hey, we're going into a Thunderdome here. No, that wasn't the.
I'd say Ohio State at night is a Thunderdome, and I'd say Penn State at night is a Thunderdome.
Yeah. Yes.
Those are the ones that make the most.
Penn State's the one that's in the Big Ten. I don't think it's even close.
What?
For if there's a big Penn State's number one.
Okay.
In the Big Ten.
Over Ohio State at night.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd go Penn State. Penn State whiteouts where I would go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say Ohio State's 2.
I would agree with that.
Then Iowa's high.
Iowa's really good.
I was at 20th per this list of the top 25 toughest places to play.
You have to remember it when you get the fan base, like, what do you look for? And some of them aren't the same, but like, what do you love about Iowa playing there or Colorado is the fandom. You can touch them.
Right on.
When you're talking to your players, there's somebody right here yelling at you. I mean, and it's awesome. I mean, you want to play with fans that close to
Absolutely.
you. I mean, it's really, really cool.
They're right on you.
And you could do that at Nebraska. Real simple. How would you do that? Do it at Michigan State. You drop the field. You dig it all out and you drop the field down like 7, 8, 10 yards like that. Then you can bring the fans into it like that. So there's a way to make them even closer if you ever wanted to do that. But it's really when the fans are close like that and you're in that's a lot of fun. But just if you talk to anyone in the SEC, everybody's going to go like, how's Alabama fared at Auburn? They've lost some big games or it's been brutally tough, right?
Yeah.
They've had way better teams sometimes, and it's like the miracle they won just to go to
Auburn's tough and not on this list.
Yeah,
not in the top 25.
Auburn's at 14th. Jordan Hare Stadium.
Oh God,
14th.
I'm sorry.
They're not top 10. They're top 5.
They're a top 10.
Yeah, I got top 10.
The swamp.
They're 14th.
The swamp is unreal. I mean, they nailed that.
I'm surprised that and I am a Florida State. I would say I'm like a pseudo Florida State fan. 9's high. It seems that's not a real.
Campbell.
Yeah, I don't think it's a real hard place to play. I wonder what Marty would say, or his son Bennett. I don't think it's a hard place to play.
A couple places Nebraska has played at in the last 15 years or so. I mean, they were at Virginia Tech.
Hard.
So that was 17th at Lane Stadium. That was Nebraska lost.
Hard place to play. They lost because they're I think they're in 3 deep coverage and safety blew a coverage. It was a freak show. It was a freak show.
You know who that was.
Yeah, I'm not saying his name.
I'm not going to either. But
Sue, that was when you started.
Danny Cole got behind this particular person.
Got behind him.
Tyrod Taylor, quarterback.
Yeah, and that was when you started realizing, okay, Sue can play.
Yeah,
that game you're like, okay.
Whoa.
Tyrod Taylor didn't know what to do with him.
No, he didn't. Other place, Michigan Stadium is 16th on the list for the Wolverines.
I love Michigan Stadium, and people always push back on. I think you have pushed back on this.
It's
a
not
hard place
loud.
to play. Oh, I disagree 100%.
It's not that loud.
Bill.
Yeah. No.
Bill. It's loud.
That would be if you went to every Big Ten person that's ever played, and they're like, "Is it really loud?" No, it's not really that loud. It's not, and they have 110,000.
I've been there.
Oh, other ones. Where's Neyland at? Where's Tennessee at?
Tennessee's at 13th on the list.
See, that's a real one.
13th.
That's a real one.
Yeah.
Michigan's loud.
Are you curious about other stadiums that have not? Any other ones that you thought should be on this list that you didn't see?
No,
Bill,
and I just thought Auburn was the one that stood out the most to me.
Would you agree with Utah? Rice Eccles is at 18th on this list.
It could probably be higher. Be higher because maybe up to like 15th or something.
Where's Autzen?
Autzen's at 11th.
Okay.
11th. So just outside the top 10.
Rice
for
Eccles
Oregon.
probably, I said, seats about 56,000, right on top of you.
The reason I asked about Autzen on the heels of Rice Eccles because they're similar size.
Yeah.
Rice Eccles and Autzen are similar size stadiums. They're not big.
BYU will get real on a night game. That's 70,000.
They did not make the list.
That's a real place. That's one you go, oh wow, that's gonna get real. Oh, another one that will turn into a complete Thunderdome when they're playing well and they're playing really well. It's Fresno State.
Oh,
didn't make the
sunken
list.
Down in.
Yep.
You'll go down in there. They will get wound up. They will get wound up.
Interesting.
Just give me a couple off the radar places.
Here's a couple. Okay, Albertson Stadium, Boise State, 24th on the list. Toughest places to play.
It's too far. Fans are on the moon. Too far away.
So you disagree? Disagree.
I mean, I think Nebraska.
It's a cool stadium, but it's like no.
Doesn't Nebraska battle that a little bit? The fans are pretty far away.
They are.
They're back. If he
closer
can move
in the end
in.
zone, but the back they're a long ways back. Those first rows of seats aren't even very good seats.
Totally
the first
agree.
2 or 3 on either side. I didn't want to. I'm trying to see over the top of the team. It's not very good seats.
I'm going to guess you guys have both been here. I'm going to guess you both will push back on this being in the top 25. Spartan Stadium, Michigan State, 22nd.
Surprised it's in there. I am. I was surprised it's in there. I don't get it.
I don't see that.
I don't get it at all.
That's ahead of South Carolina.
No, that's at 15th. Williams-Brice Stadium is at 15th for South Carolina, so that is ahead of Michigan State. But still, Michigan State, I wouldn't think they'd ever be a top 25 toughest place to play.
Maybe they have a
made
good
a playoff.
record.
They've had some good years with Mark D'Antonio back in the day.
Maybe they have a good record at home. They must.
They might. Arkansas, 23rd on the list. Notre Dame, 21st. Davis Wade Stadium, Mississippi State, 25 on the list there.
It's a pretty cool place.
That is essentially
pretty cool. The Cowbells.
And then Darrell Royal, Texas, 19th.
No.
On the
High.
list here.
High.
Too high for them?
High.
Yeah, Jake, come on. Of all people, you've been there.
I have.
It's pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
It's pretty relaxed.
I walked into an overtime game there. I walked the gates were wide open.
Think about that. That's a great story.
We wanted the game was still going on, so let's see, if people are still out there walking. No one's attending the gate. I walked into the student section. The first section I walked into was the student section as the game goes to overtime.
Nobody attending the game.
No one there.
Texas against Oklahoma State. Texas loses. I go and I just throw horns down to the student section. Did not get beat up and walked out unscathed as a happy man. I'll show you guys a picture. I believe
he walks in, watches overtime. They lose, horns down, Peace out. I'm going back to the country club.
I didn't know.
I'm going back to the country club.
Went and had some barbecue. Went to 6th Street and just drank and had some barbecue. Said, that's too bad, Texas. Horns down. Horns down the student section.
Look at the albino.
Look at the albino.
They were so freaked out that their albino was giving them
There's
a
an
horns
albino just came in here with a blue shirt on.
It's a checkered shirt. Yes, checkered with blue.
Was it
There's no Texas or Oklahoma State colors at all.
It's in the student section. Horns down.
At the start of overtime.
There's an albino here.
That guy get in.
You went to a Kansas game too.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
Wearing
what?
Wearing a Dolphins shirt that day.
That's okay.
I wanted to storm the field so badly
I know you
because
did.
they were playing Oklahoma. They should have won the game. Caleb Williams takes the ball from his running back to get the first down. Rips it out of his arm to extend the game. They win the game. That would have been an epic. I mean, third quarter, they were sending out on social media posts saying, hey, if you're not at the game, get to the game, free admission. Like students were flocking in during the third quarter.
That's right. So
to watch. They weren't there. It was
an 11 a.m. game. Right?
Yes, it was 11 a.m. They weren't even there. Third
Talk
quarter.
about a bad stadium, had a track around it. Anytime you have a track around your stadium, it's like,
It was
what are we doing?
picturesque. You got to give it that. The KU Stadium. It was in a picturesque area, but you're right. It wasn't loud.
K-State. Really, that can be tough. That can get going.
Can be tough.
That seats about 46,000,
not big,
I believe.
Not big, but can be tough. I totally agree with you on that.
So there's your top 25 toughest places to play via EA Sports. Nebraska not on the list there.
34-31 in their last 65. That's a stunning record. It's a stunning, it's just, how is that possible type of record? That's it.
If that lost to Detroit at home.
Stop.
When you saw all those, when you see those ridiculous numbers right away,
Georgia Southern.
It's like, people in the past have thought it, but it's like the brilliance of Rule to take the job when you have those numbers. Because you have one thing with every you have to depart. I left it better than what it was.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And so the odds are this will go really well. I mean, because you don't realize how bad they were.
Right.
I mean, against ranked teams, it was 2-29.
Yeah. Until you start reading these numbers.
Yes, but Iowa from a couple years ago was
1-29.
Was it 129 against ranked?
It was just one.
But anyway, my point is that it's so they're taking the job. You're like going, guys, they've won big here. They have a ton of money. They have the sellout streak going. The fan base loves you. You're talking about, you're not trying to get things going. We're going to go to Purdue and try to get things going here. Try to get some fan base. They're like, not really.
Not really.
They'll get a little excited, but nothing like here.
No.
Doesn't even come close. So,
no. I see what you're saying.
I mean, to take the job when you look at it, because you walked into like, okay, what jobs you want to walk into? You go, that's going to be a tough job. How are you going to hold up? You're going to hold up to that.
Right.
Think how hard that can be. You take it's like, going to Alabama. It's a tough job. These jobs are tough.
Right.
This one, it's tough.
It's tough.
But you're going to look way better.
Right
now you just have fans telling me, it's like, can we win 6? Can we get to a bowl game?
Right.
That's what they say.
Right.
So you're trying to win 6.
Well, I don't know if 6 would do it for people.
Well, I know, but my point
if that
is,
would make people happy, 7 though.
That's what I mean.
I mean, seriously.
If you want,
you're splitting hairs. I'm splitting hairs.
So you're as a staff, you're in a great spot.
Pretty good spot. Pretty good spot. I mean, those records, those numbers that we lay out are incredible when you think about it. They're only 34-31 at home in their last 65. Really? Yeah, that's incredible. Some of those numbers really stop you in your tracks. That's one, maybe above all, that stops me in my tracks.
Makes me shiver. Not a good way. Ugh, don't like that. When we come back, Bill's Thrills, Them's Fighting Words Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
Next on Early Break of the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring for heavy equipment operators and a heavy equipment mechanic. Working at Gaina Trucking is a great career with excellent team culture, with benefits package including competitive pay based on experience, health, vision, and dental insurance, and a 401k plan. If you're looking for a new job as a heavy equipment operator or mechanic, apply online at GainaTrucking.com or call 402-794-5000. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all Karma Latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing cloud cover throughout the day with an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms late, otherwise mostly cleared with the low around 66. And tomorrow, we'll see a chance of showers and storms throughout the day with a high around 83. And meteorologist Kyle Clicker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room?
The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to Bill's Thrills in 1 second. Before that, quick shout out to our friends in Holdridge, First Rate Ag. They're a full-service ag retailer offering everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. Been around for 25 years in business. You can reach out at firstrateag.com or call 308-995-8327. Ask for Parker or Chris.
I've had several people reach out in ag to be like, Bill, is there any way we could move up and we could be first rate ag? And I said, hard no, hard pass. You know why? Because we have a first rate ag. And I asked them, I go, are you ahead of these guys? They're like, no, we're really not. They're actually better than us. And so that's why they're
You've
first
asked
rate.
them.
I've asked, yes. Are you better than first rate ag? They're like, no, we're not. So that's what we're going to say. That's the order we're going to be in.
Kind of an alpha move.
Yeah, kind of is.
Bill asked the tough questions.
Yes, you have to ask
He
the
kind
tough.
of does.
You have to ask the tough questions when you're first rate. You have to ask.
He cuts right to it. You ever notice that?
Cut to the chase.
Cut the crap.
Yeah.
Are you first or not?
Parker's out there right now. He's putting down product.
First rate ag.
First rate ag. They're going to have the production this year with the rain that we've had. This is going to be epic corn production, corn and soybeans.
And this is Wednesday. You'll have your conference call tomorrow.
Tomorrow's conference call.
That's right.
So I'll get a conference call tomorrow.
Good memory there, sir.
Yeah. So we have a conference call. I tell him not to call me until I get home because I want to have my spreadsheet out. I have a spreadsheet on where they're at. Oh yeah, I have a spreadsheet. I get my laptop out and we talk through this. Like that, and he sends me pictures of what's going on out there in the field. And if I see some things, a lot of times sometimes he'll live zoom me in when he's out in the field. So if I see something, say something. So he always tells me, Bill, if you see something, say something.
Don't hold back,
And
Bill.
so I say, hey, listen, I want to get to your right a little bit, and that spot got missed. And so that's what I do. They put me on a live
He
stream
needs his spreadsheet, Zip.
of a spread. Oh, absolutely.
What is on the spreadsheet?
Just what's going on. A lot going on. Their first rate.
These important questions.
I have a spreadsheet. Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of
great.
I have a lot of graph paper.
You've picked up a lot of knowledge.
I
can
have.
tell.
Ag.
Look forward to tomorrow's conference call and how that goes. We discuss Friday.
From the country club.
You ready
Yeah,
for that?
That's right. It's time for Bill's Thrills on a Wednesday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
We
This
need
W
it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. We know that yesterday, Sip, was a Bugaboo Tuesday, and Wednesday is generally Them's Fighting Words Wednesday.
Very similar. I like it.
It's good, though.
Some are similar in fighting words. I hope there's not pushback, but I thought I'd go back in time.
I'm
Thought
stunned.
I'd go back in time.
I'm
Ben.
shocked.
I was hoping you would.
Thought we'd go back in time. This is something that will resonate with Steve, I believe. Well, not with Ben whatsoever. Jake might have not with Jake either.
Oh, let's see.
Them's fighting words.
Oh, boy.
If you voice your opinion, if you think stuffing yourself or someone else in the trunk of a car to avoid paying admission is stupid, I'll fight you.
Wow.
If you think stuffing yourself or someone else in the trunk of a car to avoid paying admission is stupid, I'll fight you. Because that was standard issue. When you're going to wherever it's standard issue. If you're going to the Dude Ranch Drive-In Theater in Wayne, Nebraska, 2 of you are going in the trunk. 2 are going in the trunk.
Sure.
2 for sure, maybe 3. And it's always like, don't
Save
say
a lot
word.
of money.
Don't say a word.
Right.
Be quiet. You turn the radio up a little bit. Yeah, I just got 3 of us in here.
Just three.
Just
Trust
three.
me in that one.
Trust me, that's it. If you've never, sometimes at dances, if there was an outdoor, there'd be dances in fields at times, like out in the
Right.
country,
Yeah.
and you paid as you went in.
Yeah.
So when you went through the gate,
Yep.
if you went to, so let's street league will be playing out. They'd be set up in some whatever pasture or whatever it would be, something outside. You paid at the gate.
Right.
There's no place to pay. Like there's no admission deal. So as you drove in, that's where you pay. What do you got? We got 6 in here. All right, $5 a head. Here we go. Like that. But when you saw the line coming, you saw them in line, like get in the trunk. Get in the trunk. You two get in the trunk. So if you haven't stuffed,
true.
if you haven't stuffed yourself in a trunk,
Yeah.
or you haven't stuffed somebody else, and you disagree with it, it's not safe.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll fight you.
Very, very.
Where'd you do it? Where was it?
Very innocent.
Steve?
Humphrey dance.
Humphrey
Yeah,
dance.
there, a couple guys went in.
Yeah.
There's probably other instances. I never went in.
Really?
Well, I was from a rich family.
I had money. My dad, here, take an extra 5. Don't get in the trunk. It's dangerous.
No, Bill's right though. It was common practice.
And also, it's always kind of fun at the end, like that. Hey, let us out. Nope. No, seriously. I'm going to kick your ass once you let me out of here.
Pounding on the trunk.
Pounding on the trunk. Oh, if you've never been in the car with somebody in the trunk,
What was the longest amount of time they were in the trunk for?
you would jack with them for a little bit. You'd let them out, type of thing. I only went in once. That kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Well, if you got claustrophobia,
it's a bad place to be.
You're in there. It's completely. I mean, it's dark now.
Yeah,
it's night and it's
dark
like,
and it's hot.
Dark.
But it was normal take.
Fair.
And if you thought it was stupid, I'll fight you. Jake, have you ever been in the car?
I've been in a car before. Yeah.
You ever been in the trunk of a car?
I have been in the trunk of a car.
Have you?
What were you trying to get into?
Well, we were trying to get back from a night in Sioux City. A long night on the town. Revelry. There was no
just rode home the trunk for fun.
There's not enough spots for people. We had to have 2 people in the trunk. I went in the trunk for like 10, 15 minutes or so. This is like after college, by the way. It's like 25 years old.
It's like last year.
I was like 27.
Does DP know about this?
Possibly, I don't know. I made it fine. It was okay.
When I was doing this, I was in high school. So
I did it like a 26-year-old.
years ago.
Jake was made adult.
A 26-year-old man.
He wasn't trying to get anything cheap. He's out of space.
Probably could have used an Uber if we were smart, but that would have been smart.
Just get in the trunk.
When you're,
Ben, have you been in the trunk of a car?
He said, one time.
Yeah.
He could fit. Ben is small.
Yeah, we get several Bens in there.
You'd get 6 Bens.
6 Bens in a trunk, yes. And a good anything from the text
we
line.
do have
Jake.
response from the text line on Bill's Throws, but on them fighting words Wednesday.
Yeah.
Jesse says, who thinks it's stupid? I will fight them with you, Bill.
Yeah.
I will fight them with you.
Thank you. 100.
IQ Crew says Columbus Drive-In, better times.
Yeah.
Oh, I got stories from there, but I'm not telling them. No, Columbus Drive-In, great drive-in.
It's a way to get in free. It's real simple.
100%, Bill. That's from Brad. 100.
100. Thank you.
David from Renew says we did it all the time at the drive-in at 48th and Vine and at 84th and O.
84th and O. I remember that one well. The one on Vine, I don't remember. 84th and O. I remember. Oh yeah, it'd be on the northwest corner. In 84th and O, there was a drive-in theater.
Where the Aldi's is at now.
Yeah, exactly. It's right where it was.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
And there was one on 48th and Vine?
Apparently so.
That one I
did.
I don't remember 48th and Vine. Huh. I'll
So
have to go back
what,
and get some pictures.
So there right now there's Plate Against Sports is there, U-Haul's there.
Got a Popeyes in the corner.
is there, and AutoZone.
You got it.
Yeah.
You nailed the
Nailed
corners.
it.
Well done.
That's right in your wheelhouse.
Well done.
Yeah,
right by Wesleyan.
It's
pretty
a couple
close.
blocks south of
Couple blocks
Wesleyan. Yeah,
down.
you got it.
Shoot
Going
down.
south. There was a theater there.
A drive-in, apparently.
I'll be darned.
I just hope people still keep up the history of getting in a trunk.
Someone said,
I wonder if they do.
Yeah.
Hit in the trunk to get into Neely Drive-In. That's from 2 people actually said.
Neely's a great
Neely, the drive-in.
Neely's still going.
God, the people that are taking tickets had to know it was happening to a certain
And then
extent.
and then the best part, if you were taking like yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like going, hey, hang on, open your trunk. Now, if they have enough guts to get in the trunk for a while, let's just let them in.
Yeah.
Let's let them do
It
it.
was at the southeast corner of 48th and Vines. That's where U-Haul's at now.
Okay.
It's where the U-Haul was at, apparently.
Yeah, there's enough space over there, apparently.
Oh, it says actually it was east of U-Haul where those apartments are, the Lionsgate apartments. It's just, So just east of 48th.
Okay, I got you.
Fine.
Yeah,
Got
I'm
it.
with you.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Let's see.
Wow.
Cheech and Chong did a bit on this, apparently.
Did they?
Did they?
They feel the same way.
That makes sense.
Feel the same way.
That makes sense.
Haven't
Get in the
heard a
trunk.
good Cheech and Chong album for a while.
No.
I really haven't.
Went to the drive-in in McCook truck of the Volkswagen. Movie was Bad Mama, apparently.
Bad Mama.
Bad Mama.
I don't know that one.
Never even heard of
That's
it.
from Dan, 64-year-old Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Who went to the McCook driving in the trunk, basically. Did it all the time at the drive-in in Albion. That's Eric and Hickman. Albion.
Albion.
God, those drive-in theaters, you don't see them very often. In Columbus, the one they had in Columbus was kind of in town. It wasn't on the outskirts. It was in town. It was cool. It was neat.
Talk about better times. That's better times.
Oh God,
They had the
yeah.
microphones attached to the. You unhooked. You could put it. It was big to get in the back of a pickup.
Okay.
that was big.
We have a great question here.
Okay.
Which
I'll
you
try
need
to answer.
This needs to, you guys can both do this. Okay. How'd the money break down? If you're in the trunk, do you don't pay, or you all friends pay an even
There's a
amount
pot.
here?
I remember it being a pot.
What's that?
There was a pot.
I remember it now. Just the opposite.
Really?
Was that it's like okay?
If you get in, you don't have to pay.
No, if you have the guts to get in, that's on you.
See,
You did it.
I remember-
you did a pot, did you?
Yeah,
could
we
be
did a
both ways
pot.
then.
Yeah.
And in Pender, it was like, nah, if you got in, you get it. That's all on you. That's a good move.
There was just a group saving in our, and I've done it. And now that I think about it, I definitely did it at the Columbus Drive-In Theater. Yes.
Last one, Mark in Cook says, we had a 70 Bonneville. You could fit 6 people in the trunk
I
of
can
that.
see the
Bonnie.
trunk. I can. Bonneville would be. I can see the trunk. I can see it now.
Yeah.
I can see it. And the best part about these are back in the days. Remember when you had 2 keys?
Yeah.
The square key started the car. The round key opened the trunk. You had 2 keys. There's no fob popping it up there. There was 2 keys. There was 2 keys, and you had the round one. Yeah.
Better times.
Better times. Oh yeah.
Fob is
You had
bad.
an ashtray.
Yeah, ashtray.
It's ashtrays in the car.
What do you got?
Better times.
You had a lighter. You press the lighter, and it heated up to a red glow. And you pull it out.
Ben, there were ashtrays and lighters in
their
cars.
Yes,
Better times.
Better times.
Yeah.
Was not.
I don't even know if there were seatbelts, by the way.
No, you thought nothing of it too, like that.
Don't look at me like that, Ben.
I've ridden in a car. I've ridden in a car over 4,000 times where several people were in the car smoking. In the car smoking.
Or
multiple people smoking in the car, whipping down the highway. Windows up.
100.
Windows up,
Yeah.
people smoking,
Yeah.
using the ashtrays.
And we call that
Better times. Way better times.
Better times. That is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. The record is 1-1 on the week. You're 95-81 overall, so still 14 games above. Feeling good. Today's topic is Nebraska high school nicknames. No Pendragons today. No Discoverers.
Okay.
No
Whippets?
Orangemen. No Whippets today either.
Okay, this is interesting. No real tie to anything. We're
Nope.
just in the middle of summer.
It's just middle summer Nebraska high school
Okay.
nicknames today.
The state
I don't know.
tournament's not here or anything
Nope,
like
we're
that.
just doing it for fun.
Okay.
464-5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Nick Down Sip and Bill in trivia, Nebraska high school nicknames. How do we feel today about this?
Decent.
I don't know. Better than counties.
Yeah, okay. That's progress.
than-
That's
for sure
progress
better
here
than
then.
counties, yes.
Better than landmarks probably in the state
Landmarks, yes. 100.
This is interesting.
too. Okay. Well, we've got Cole. Cole, how do you feel about Nebraska high school nicknames today?
Not great.
Okay,
Thank
not
you.
great. All right.
Give it our best shot.
Evenly matched.
Easily. Thank you for calling, Cole.
Bill is a lifeline for SIP for one question as always. Cole, first question goes to you. What is the nickname for Elkhorn?
Antlers.
Brilliant.
That's correct.
We're in
Elkhorn
trouble.
Antlers.
Me and Sip didn't have it.
1-0 lead for Cole. SIP, first question. What is the nickname for McCook in Class B? McCook.
I think I know it.
Give it a shot.
Bison.
Brilliant.
Bison is correct.
You
and
should
Bill's
really
still
know
playing.
these.
Why?
Really, you've been doing sports.
But I don't do high school sports.
But you've been around. You hear it all the time. Been here for like 40 years.
So have you.
No, I've moved out of the state like 14 times.
You're right. I should
been here in doses over the 40 years.
I didn't cover high school, so
okay.
Riley Jane would kill this.
She would kill it, and she would kill me for not knowing
this. She would get every one of these right ever.
Every one.
How would you D2 and she get them all right?
She could probably list them, and she just say, I'll just tell you what, I'll go through every county.
Yeah. No, she could. I'm not joking around. Riley Jane Hamilton could do exactly that.
Back to you, Cole, for the lead. Last question. What is the nickname for Class B's Nebraska City?
I think I know it. You got it?
Pioneers.
Brilliant.
Pioneers is correct.
Okay, we know.
I graduated from Waverly. You're right in my wheelhouse.
Class B. I'm right for Cole.
Yeah,
helping Cole out here. All right, Bill's in play here. If we need him. This is for the tie to force the tiebreaker. What is the nickname for Omaha Gross?
Cougars. Bam.
Brilliant.
Cougars is correct. To the tiebreaker. This will go to Cole. You guys will go over under Cole's answer. Cole, what is the population of McCook?
Bill, help.
This is for Cole. You guys go over under Cole's answer.
Okay.
2004.
God. All right, we got another victory. Yeah, I was going to say 12, so way over.
Brilliant.
Another win.
How about right in the middle of that? 7,326, the number. So Cole will get you a bagel and coffee, and Cole on the road.
55.
He just hung up. He just left. Just gone. That's a win. That's a win. 2-1 in the week.
2-1.
Cole got it.
Keep dominating.
Cole was a worthy adversary, though.
He nailed. Yeah. When you go all the way to the OT, yeah, that's pretty good.
I thought it was a pretty good hint on size when I said Class B. 2000s more like C1 or really
C1.
Small Class B.
He went way too low.
No, actually, because that'd be almost could be in C2.
It's gonna be C2.
Yeah, C2ish.
Win.
Yes,
win. Hey, a win's a win. We don't apologize for wins in this show. Win's a win. And you got all your questions right, too. So 2 for 2.
Stay out of a trunk today if it's going to be that hot.
Yeah, please. Yeah, today's not the day.
Yeah, don't do it today.
Although it's supposed to be a little cooler.
Yeah, I think 88 today. So not 100, not 96 like the last 2 days. At 88, that's respectable at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So congratulations.
The round key. Get the trunk key.
Better time.
That was the best. Get the trunk. What key you want? Get the trunk key. It also opens the doors. And when you open the door with the trunk key, it manually opened the to come up, and manually when you turn the key, that made the to come up. That made it come up.
It did.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Better times.
The spillover is next on early break in the ticket.
Better times.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
This is Coach Bill Busch. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the pursuit of justice for those that have been injured. My name is Eric Hagan, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our detail-oriented trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
The Nebraska Lottery presents 5 reasons the dollar bill is so great. First, it's always there when you need it. You can always find one folded up in your pocket just waiting to get you out of a jam. Second, it's humble. It doesn't strut around like a 50 or 100 waiting for people to compliment it. Third, it works hard. Whether you need more money for a tip or extra detergent at the laundromat, a dollar bill sure comes in handy. Fourth, it beats lugging around 100 pennies. And fifth, you can use it to buy a Lotto America ticket from the Nebraska Lottery. Lotto America only costs $1. It has a $2 million starting jackpot with drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And you can add the All-Star bonus for an additional $1 to multiply any prize won. So visit a Nebraska Lottery retailer today and buy a Lotto America ticket. Sounds like someone tried to pay with 100 pennies. So sad.
Lotto America top prize odds, 1 in 26 million.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Time for the spillover. Just me and Sip today. Raph is on the way to Alabama, I believe. AD's on the way back from Colorado. So he'll be back here tomorrow in studio with us.
Swim is here.
Swim is in the building. By the way,
Nick Sainer.
Nick Sainer. Big Swim, a.k.a. your nickname for him.
Big Swim.
Big Swim, which is stuck for over a year now, I believe. It's beautiful.
It's stuck immediately. It just hit immediately.
Do you remember what happened that day?
Yeah, he's wearing a light blue shirt, and I said, "You got the swimming pool." Big Swim.
So I called you Big Swim. Look at Big Swim over there.
Big Swim.
Yeah.
He took it wrong.
He did, and it's stuck ever since because of that. So it's great.
Yeah.
By the way, the spillover is sponsored by our friends at Trados. They do grain marketing. If you find your grain marketing frustrating, please give them a call or go to gotrados.com. GOTREDAS.
Okay, good job.
.com. Spillover today. Again, just you and me.
It's just you and me. So Swim doesn't come in for this.
Nope, he doesn't.
Is he just taking a stance on something?
Yeah, he's just taking a stance.
Okay.
Taking a stance.
Well, we can do the spillover.
We're spilling over right now.
There's sports to talk about.
Yes, there are. I mean, let's go back quickly to the stadium conversation.
Okay.
Nebraska's not in it. You mentioned this terrible stat, 34 and 31.
That's what I got. It could be give or take.
In their last 65.
Yeah.
I saw a stat, by the way, from Walter.
Walter.
You know Walter.
Our friend Walter?
Walter from Delco.
Now, I think he's a Pennsylvanian.
Yes, he's a massive fan of the ticket. Big fan of you, by the way, Walter. If you haven't seen it on social media.
I've noticed.
This is a stat. I'm gonna say he's got this nailed down. He says, since Nebraska started 7-0 in 2016.
Okay.
When our first show year on the airwaves.
Okay. 7-0.
Okay. Since then, Nebraska's record is 31 and 55.
What do you even say?
Since the 7-0 start in 2016, Nebraska football is 31 and 55. We know it's been bad. It's not surprising to see the numbers, but that is eye-opening.
Yeah, it's eye-opening, and I think I don't mind sharing those numbers and commenting on those numbers and contemplating those numbers because it's reality, and I think it just is healthy to face reality. I think it's healthy, and that's 31-55. You've covered it. I've covered it live, at all those games, and it's sort of mind-numbing. I'll tell you this. The only thing I can add to this that's meaningful. During that period, Jake, and I don't know that I'd even ever shared this with you. There was only one 2 or 3 week span where it was the only time in my career. Now, I've covered Nebraska football since 96, full time. It was the only time in my career where I sort of checked out.
I don't blame you, by the way.
And there was one game in particular that really challenged me. In terms of, I don't know really what to write. It's sort of, I don't feel like writing this. I just feel like I'm going through the motions. It was when they lost to Ohio State here during the Riley era. And it was the commentary.
Yeah. Joe Klatt, how simple can it get for the Buckeyes?
Did Klatt say that, or did the play-by-play
That was
man?
Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson.
That was Gus Johnson.
Yeah, Gus Johnson said it because it was so easy.
I think it was 35-zip at halftime, something like that.
Yeah, and then the post game, Riley was really good in post games after wins and after losses. And I just thought, here we go again. It's just kind of the same stuff. And it doesn't seem like it's even that big of a deal. It just seemed like, just took an L. That's a good Ohio State team.
Yeah.
And I just didn't. And I'm telling you, Jake, it was that during that period, late in that season, where that was the only time in my career where I was kind of checked out. Well, I didn't really. I just thought it was ridiculous. What was
I'm
going
not
on.
sure. I don't know how you couldn't be checked out during that.
Well, it's not. No, hold on a second. Here's why. Here's how you don't get checked out in my role. Because you're covering a prestigious program, a really proud program with a fervent fan base that cares a lot. That's how you don't get checked out. It's pretty easy. So that really challenged me. It was sort of a difficult period. Like I'm responsible to these people. You feel a large degree of accountability to the people you write for. And I wasn't feeling it at all. I'm covering this program that's very proud, but it wasn't conducting itself that way. You know, it didn't feel like a proud program.
No.
They had all kinds of issues. They had the head of the head strength coach wasn't even certified. I mean, we were getting that word, we were getting that and we were trying to break that. It was just kind of crazy, and it didn't feel like the leaders really cared that much about what was like that they were taking those bad L's.
Well, like you said, man, Mike Riley, win or lose, was the same guy.
And the media really liked Riley. That was another uncomfortable thing about it.
Let's recall Mike Riley on the way out after a terrible tenure.
Right.
Following a coach that had won 9+ games every year in Bo Pelini.
Yeah.
Got handshakes and hugs from people on his firing press conference. He was at it was like Doc Sadler was at his own firing press conference his first time.
Yeah, no, it got really weird.
So weird.
It got really weird that year when they were losing. There were still these press conferences. You'd walk out of these press conferences late in that 2017 season when they were getting hammered.
Penn State game.
Yeah, you'd walk out and it would feel like, oh, everything's okay. Everything's fine. Because Riley had a great way about him. And the media loved him so much. His press conferences, even when they were losing, were these kind of philosophical sessions where the media would ask him these philosophical questions. And I'd be like, what are we doing here? What in the hell are we doing?
What happened to it?
Right. What happened?
He would give you an update on every single injured player.
That was fine. I mean, it was just the deep philosophical BS in the midst of all the losing that was weird. It just was. I mean, I felt like it was sort of insane at times.
There was this is probably not word for word, but Mike Riley at one point said, everything's fine until the games.
He
right?
did
Remember
say
that?
that.
He's like, everything's fine until the games. Well, that's what you're paid the big bucks to do is make it all be fine. The games are what it matters.
Right.
My friend.
He succeeded Bo, right?
He did.
See, that was the thing with the media. Bo was not media friendly. Riley was. So he was treated with kid gloves in a big way. Even in 2017, it was amazing.
Yeah, those are painful times. And
that 2017 season was really painful.
It was terrible. It was straight up miserable. Nothing good about that season.
You go to Penn State and Penn State jumps you, but you make this kind of mild second half comeback.
It wasn't real.
No.
It wasn't real. They put their backups in. You made a nice fourth quarter to make the score look respectable, but it wasn't respectable.
No.
It was terrible.
Right. No, the stretch run was really bad that year.
It was.
So we've gone
including a 56-14 loss to Iowa at Memorial Stadium, where it was 49 straight points Iowa scored. Nebraska actually led that game 14-7. Don't forget, Nebraska was up 14-7 against Iowa here and came up 49 straight points.
So why are we doing this? Because Walter pointed to that record since the 7-0 start in 2016, 31-55. There's been a lot of pain. I mean, there has been, but there was only one period, 3-game period late in the 2017 season where I was feeling kind of the only time as a sports writer I felt kind of checked out.
We hope that is the only time it ever happens.
God, I hope that's
fan base also. That's it for us. To Drive with Raf, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a